Good morning, Year 9. Welcome to day 379,000 in lockdown. Hopefully we'll be getting back to some normality in September, so we'll see you then. But for now, I just want to get you started on something that you're going to be doing in Year 10 and Year 11, and also a little bit of a recap of what you did in Year 8. So really this is recapping the structure of the Earth. There are some nice activities in here that you can just go through and answer. And it will set you up for the Use and Resources module and the Chemistry of the Atmosphere module in Year 10 and 11. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get you a head start on those modules so that when we come back, we can catch up. Now, what I want you to do today is go through each activity, read it, have a go at it, and do your best for each part. So the first part, you're going to write down a couple of sentences about how the structure of a Scotch egg might be like the structure of the Earth we live on. Now, Scotch eggs are absolutely disgusting. Can I just get that out there straight away? But you should know from your knowledge in Year 8 that it does represent something that you might have seen, so have a little think about that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click here for the video. It's also included in the PowerPoint. If you were in my class last year, you should remember this song. It's one of my favourite ones. And you're going to answer these questions based on that video. Oh, there it is. We'll put the first little bit on. Layers of the Earth. See, good song, good one. Now, once you've done that, you are going to go on to your memory task. Now, you have to know a little bit about the layers of the Earth. If we were in school, it would probably be some kind of game or some kind of get the information from around the room or something that would be a bit more interactive. But you do need to know about these things. So the rules are, you have 1 minute to memorise the information, so you should have your phone or something as a stopwatch. Then you cannot make any notes while you're doing it, so you're just reading the slide. And then you are going to add it to your worksheet in a different colour, add anything you missed when you check it afterwards. So 1 minute, memorise the information, don't make any notes. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fill in your sheet, then you're going to look back at the information and put anything down in a different colour that you missed. Here is the worksheet. So there you've got, might give you a little hint about your Scotch egg. You've got parts of the Earth. You're going to fill these columns in. All of this you can click on and write in the boxes. You can insert a box in here, or you can write it on a piece of paper. It's up to you. I can draw a picture because it's quite a simple picture if you're doing it on paper at home. Now there's the information. So on that slide, you're going to then go to here. I'd start my timer, 1 minute, and I'd be like, right, the main components are solids, iron and nickel, solids, iron and nickel, and then I'll go back and on here I would write inner solid, iron, nickel. And that is all you were going to do for this first part. Now, after that, you're going to do something a little bit more interesting. So what I want to do is I want to get you to do a piece of writing. Now, this will give me any information about whether you've actually read the information on those slides, but it'll also give me a nice written piece of work that I can quality mark. So, you are going to design a futuristic vehicle that's capable of reaching the centre of the Earth. Use a design template to help you, or you can start on a new piece of paper and take a photo. You can even make a model if you wanted to, however you want to do it. And I've put some designs in there that I've seen. If you type it in the internet, machines that go to the centre of the Earth, you'll get some other designs. But it has to be able to go through the different layers. Now this sheet isn't great, but you can see that it's giving you a little bit of an idea. So the outer core is incredibly hot. How will you survive? What high-tech equipment will allow you to drill through the hard crust? And all these kind of things you have to think about. Once you've done that, and you've travelled, you've got to imagine that you've gone through your vehicle. You're going to write another piece of writing about travelling to the centre of the Earth. So you've travelled to the centre of the Earth in your vehicle. You're a research scientist. As part of your research, you need to write about your journey during each part. Use the checklist on the next slide and the information from your information hunt, or just the slides that are there, to complete the activity. You can also use the planning sheets if you need to. So checklist, have you mentioned going through the crust? So I might say, the crust is the thinnest layer of the Earth. My machine has a high-powered drill that can drill through that layer. That kind of thing. Maybe it's heat-proof, maybe it's made of, I don't know, tungsten or something that has a really high melting point. You need to think about all these things. Then there's a nice little video there because there is actually someone who tried to dig a hole somewhere in the world. There's also a hole in Russia. That is the deepest hole ever, but it's not really that exciting because when you actually see it, the hole is only a tiny little hole. It's not like a massive gate hole that you see on the front of that video. Right, there's your planning sheet. So where will you set off from? Is there anybody you take with you? What layers will you pass through? You can use them if you need to, and it does say that on that sheet. So it does say you can use the plan slides, and they are there at the end. Right, now that is quite a nice little activity, I think. It might take you a couple of days. You might want to split it in two. You might want to do the activity about the vehicle and get all that designed today, and then tomorrow do the written piece. It is up to you because there will only be 4 PowerPoints because you only have 4 lessons per week in year 9. So split it up if you need to. Submit a little bit each day or submit them all on Friday or Thursday. It's okay. You don't have to submit it each day to get your mark. I will accept it all on Friday. Now, hopefully that sounds pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, let us know. Have a nice day. The sun isn't shining, so maybe you'll be more inclined to sit down and do this work. And we shall see you soon. Bye.